14 minutes past 7 o'clock. And of course, Olympic shot put champion Dame Valerie Adams announced yesterday her retirement after a 22-year career in the sport. Adams won Olympic gold in Beijing in 2008 and London in 2012, earned a silver medal at the Rio Olympics, and more recently captured a bronze in Tokyo last year. And saying that, we're very fortunate to be joined now by Dame Valerie Adams. With that, I say malo apito hosi mea mai he bongbongini, and welcome to the show.
Malo Lily.
Yeah, look, Valerie, thank you so much for this morning. I must say, I did watch your announcement yesterday. One thing that's probably just sort of, warmed my heart was the fact that you opened up, in a Tongan speech just to sort of thank, everybody. And then you carried on with your announcement. I suppose, yes, now that the world knows, can I ask though, what was it like having to announce your retirement just to your own family and friends first?
I did it very strategically. As we know, I think family members closest to you mean well, but don't really understand what it takes to be at the top. The effort and the hard work, and also the pain it requires to be the best in the world. Their assumption is, oh, you've done this, so you'll be okay over here. Or, oh, what's another 5 months, because for them, they just carried on with their life, and then they come back and watch you compete or whatever, have an opinion, then they bugger off again. So I was very careful about who I told, because I needed people around me that supported me and who would listen and try to understand what I was going through. So my husband was really a big part of that, and because he's seen me through my highest and he's seen me at my lowest. The struggles, the injuries, the childbirth, how much it's taken us to be here. The other person I confided in was my mother-in-law. Again, she's seen the struggle and the pain, but also from a woman's perspective of having children, the emotions that go with that, of being away from your children. And I really took a lot of comfort by speaking to these two people. My manager played a big part, obviously, but I needed to really be careful about who I told and when, just in case, because they like to throw comments and things like that, which we don't really want to hear at that time, because you're still quite fragile and trying to process this. So it was weird, but it was good.
Well, I just love, again, when I watched the announcement, how you were just very straight up, how you know that personally what's happening on the inside is way more important than obviously, what's going to happen on the outside, because that's what we all see, right? But what has the response been like since people have heard your announcement?
It's been amazing. I feel very humbled and grateful, and just feel so blessed to have reached so many people. The amounts of congratulations from all around the world has been quite overwhelming, and just knowing that I have, I guess, inspired more people than I probably thought of, and this is the opportunity to share that with me. It has been quite a blessing. So for me, it's about paving that way, but also hopefully that the next generation that comes through does the same thing. I didn't really have that when I was in the sport. Therefore, it's kind of my responsibility to be able to do that, not only for myself and athletics in New Zealand and sport in New Zealand, but for our Pacific people. When I started athletics, there was one brown face, maybe two. Do you know what I mean? So now there's multiple Pacific Island, kids out there, Māori and Pacific Island kids out there competing at all levels. And for me, that's successful. That's success to me, because it means you're more comfortable to come in and join in a sport like athletics, which is very much run by Pākehā people. And when I first started, it was a lot of middle distance runners, and that was their event. Listen, we don't do distance running. The only place we run to is to get food. So, this is an opportunity, and hopefully I can showcase that athletics has more to offer now. So I hope and dream and continue to support.
Yeah, I love that, because obviously, you even said the fact that you are leading this in a good space, but talking about right time, now that it is the right time for you to retire, obviously there's other things that you're going to go into. You're still going to stick with the whole athletics arena?
So I coach my sister Lisa, who's standing right there because she's getting ready for training. So I've been coaching her for over 3 years now, and I will still be heavily involved in athletics. Is one of those things I can retire from international competition. But as far as being involved in sport, I'll be still there. I think I I think and I feel I have a big part to play in continuing to be there for the next generation coming through. So I also have a hand in it. I've got a few other things going on with sponsors, etc., which I'm quite looking forward to. And also, my children will take up a lot of time. I have, a son with type 1 diabetes, which again, that's another struggle within our Pacific world. But it means for me, any given day they could have school sores or something that they can't go to school, which then you have to manage that. Now, this is what normal people have to do every day, but I had to manage that and train, and that became quite difficult. But I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead, and also what the next phase of my life is going to look like, really.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. Now, yes, we all know that you've accomplished so much in your actual sporting career. I would love to know, though, outside of all those moments, any pivotal moments just in life general, I suppose, even besides just having your children, something that means so much to you.
There's a lot of things that mean a lot to me, and one of them would have to be my mum and my culture. I really am so proud to be Tongan. I am probably referred to as a Balangloi or one of those. And my mother was so incredible in that she spoke to me in Tongan. She brought us up speaking only Tongan. So when I go around our people, I don't feel inadequate. I don't feel uncomfortable. I know exactly what people are saying. I know exactly what they're asking of me when they do speak to me in Tongan. And that for me is such a blessing. And for me, that part of my life is so important, and I need to instill that, and will continue to instill that in my own children. So I know there is a lot of youth out there who are full Tongans and don't even speak our language. And that really hurts my soul. It really does, because our culture is who we are, and we need to be able to know where we belong to. Like, who are we really? In New Zealand, we're born here, but who are we actually? So I feel, again, that's another duty of mine to preserve my culture within my household. My husband does not speak Tongan, although he is half Tongan.
Sure.
Again, it's one of that generation that just want to speak English to them. So I have to try and find the patience and the love to help him learn this language. I mean, so but I'll do that. I'll absolutely do that.
I love that. If you're tuning in, we are catching up with Dame Valerie Adams. Valerie, that is probably, I love the fact that there's no shame in how you are MMT strong in every sense. Hey! It's all right. But that's the thing. When you showcase your culture on top of who you are, is there any sort of advice maybe for that next generation of Pasifika athletes coming through?
Don't be whakama. Don't be embarrassed about where you come from. Don't be embarrassed that you're brought up in South Auckland. Do not be embarrassed about, where mum and dad is from, how you're brought up, what your house is like. Don't embrace it. I grew up in a poverty home. We were in the benefit. We grew up in South Auckland on Ferguson Street in Margaret. I went to Ngātapai College, Southern Cross campus it's called now.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I know what it feels like to live with nothing, to have no food, to only have one meal a day. I know those struggles, but they make you stronger. They build resilience. And if you find something that you absolutely want to do and want to, do forever, be prepared to work for it. Because if everything was easy, it would be handed to you on a silver platter and everybody will live happily ever after. But those who work are going to reap the rewards. And don't be afraid to stand up and be amongst, I guess, this is something I had to learn, be amongst our colleagues who might not be of the same coloured skin as we are. I'm now okay to go to Devonport or go to Remuera or go to town in the corporate world and do all that, but I'm also very comfortable to come out south and do all that too. And wherever I am who I am, and you can love me or hate me. That's your problem. That's a you problem and not a me problem. My job is to be completely honest, transparent and open about my story, and my story goes further than just being an athlete. I've been through an IVF journey, something that's quite taboo within our Pacific culture. I am an open book about that. I tell people, I encourage and empower them. Screw what your family says, go and get help, go see your doctor, get some tests done, etc. I've been through that. We've been through a few other journeys, which is about to come out in my movie, that people don't actually know about that's happened in our lives and those challenges. So I just hope that with my story, I can reach more people. I'm more than just the person that's throwing the steel balls around, and hopefully people can see me for that.
Oh, you know what, Valerie, man, what an amazing journey. And we cannot actually wait for that movie to come out. How amazing is that you would see in your own lifetime a movie being made about you? I think that's bloody amazing. But look, just malo bit again for, you know, the work that you've done and just the amazing inspiration that you are to our next generation. So malo bit for this morning. I know time is upon us, but get back to your beautiful baby having breakfast.
Have a good day.
No worries. Take care. That